Good day, everybody. Time for weather with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. So glad to have everyone with me. Today, of course, Friday, the 8th of March, 2019. Folks, we got so much going on. Yes, indeed, we do. This is the regular GFS map, the latest edition that just came down. We're going to turn it on, and I'm going to tell you all about what's going on. Now, the weather, it's going to be quite active across a large part of the nation for today, going right on into the weekend. Now, the primary focus initially will be across the west, as a couple of separate storm systems bring rather widespread rain and snow across portions of the Pacific Northwest, the Great Basin, and into the Rockies. Heavy accumulating snowfall is also expected for the higher terrain, including areas of the Cascades, the Sierra Nevada, and the Central Rockies going through today, where as much as an additional foot of snow may accumulate by tonight. Now, surface cyclogenesis. What is cyclogenesis? Well, this is when you have a slow moving front between cold and warm air. And of course, with that possibility going on, it has the chance to develop a cyclonic circulation. Well, we've got surface cyclogenesis. It's expected to commence just east of the Rockies tonight and early tomorrow as a strong upper level shortwave approaches the west. Now, the surface low is forecast to intensify as it tracks towards the northeast from Kansas to Michigan through early Sunday. The atmospheric ingredients are all going to be in place for a major winter storm from Nebraska to Wisconsin. And the potential exists there for blizzard conditions across much of the eastern Dakotas and central Minnesota as this pressure gradient begins to tighten, and the winds are going to increase to over 35 miles per hour. Now, when the wind picks up, boom, you're going to be getting all this snow. It's going to cause blizzard-like conditions probably in some of these areas. Now, widespread winter storm watches are currently in effect as of this morning, and these are likely going to be upgraded to warnings as the event gets closer in time. Some of these areas could get 6 inches to another foot of snow, and even some higher amounts in places. Farther south and east, heavy rain and severe thunderstorms will be making weather headlines as a warm and humid air mass surges northward from the Gulf of Mexico and is ahead of this cold front. Like I told you, I said the 9th. I still think the 9th. Who knows? It may be today. It seems that the storms that develop will become capable of producing strong winds, large hail, and some tornadoes from the central Gulf Coast to Kentucky Friday night through Saturday. Near the cold front across the southern high plains, it will be very dry and gusty winds should happen, which is expected to create elevated fire weather concerns as the surface low to the north intensifies. I told everyone yesterday I was going to have a live show today at 4 p.m. Well, something personal has come up and I cannot have it. So we're not going to have a live show today. I will get back with you. Hopefully over some portion of this weekend, I will have a live show. And I want to thank Levi for letting us use the GFS map a while ago. Right now, we are looking at the NDFD map. Okay, here we go. It's for Friday right now, as you can see. And down in this area of Texas and Louisiana, also parts of Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi as it moves around right in here, where you see these lines coming down, that's where a possibility of severe weather could occur. Also, over in New Mexico is wind, and more wind coming up. They do have this chance of rain coming in at some point today. That's going to be moving across the coast. Okay, we see snow. The darker snow is heavy bands of snow. And of course, this purple is freezing rain, probably a mix. At midnight tonight, you can see, especially down south, how the severe weather may kick up. This is at midnight tonight or early Saturday morning, either way you want to look at it. Oh, and by the way, don't forget tomorrow to boost your clocks up 1 hour because daylight saving time kicks in. But as we move down here, it's from Texas all the way across. My goodness, look at this. Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and it's beginning to try to move up into Tennessee. This is at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, lunchtime tomorrow, and then we get some very heavy activity going on. This is very heavy activity that you see down here in Louisiana, Texas, a little bit of Oklahoma, and also Arkansas. This is a potential area for sure right here we need to keep our eyes on, but it could happen anywhere. Now, Sunday at midnight, you see it starts to move a little off the coast, and this is Sunday at lunchtime. Then it's up in my neck of the woods. So this is the NDFD map, and of course this is from all the reporting weather stations all over the U.S. that you are looking at now. They send in what they think is going to happen. They make the graphical forecast from this. This, of course, is the NAM 12K near surface reflectivity map. Shows you what should actually happen in the next 2.5 to 3 days. This map courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. So I'm going to turn it on and tell you about some of the places that snow is going to be. There's a winter weather advisory that will remain in effect until around 10 a.m. this morning. Now, this is for portions of south central, southeast, and southwest Indiana. It's scattered snow showers and freezing drizzle. You shouldn't have little to no additional accumulations, but it will make the road slick a little longer from the snow yesterday. But this should go out around 10 a.m. this morning. Now, as we move along for portions of West Virginia, portions of southwest Virginia and southern West Virginia. This includes Charleston. Winter weather advisory is in effect now. It's going to last till noon today. You should get 1 to 3 inches of snow. Now, it will last until noon today for you guys. That's 1 to 3 inches of snow for portions of southwest Virginia and southwest Virginia, and also West Virginia in those areas. So keep that in mind. It may happen, it may not, depending on if this sucker builds up. But I can tell you one place that is going to get swamped, and that's portions of central, east central, south central, and west central Minnesota. This includes St. Paul. You are under a winter storm warning from 9 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Saturday, till 1 p.m. Sunday. Expect heavy snow. Total snow accumulations of 8 to 11 inches are expected, and the wind's going to pick up for you guys and gust about 35 miles per hour. Now, once again, this is for portions of central, east central, south central, and west central Minnesota. Now, the state of New Mexico, just about the entire state, is under high wind warnings or wind advisories. Now, southwest to west winds of 35 to 50 with gusts of 60 to 75 miles per hour. Now, if it gets up to 75 miles per hour, that's Category 1 hurricane winds. Do not play in this. If you are anywhere in New Mexico and you're running into this, please, please, please be careful. Don't get out in it. That's all I needed to say, okay? Now, really strong crosswinds are going to create very difficult travel conditions, including I-40 and U.S. Highway 285, and especially for high-profile vehicles. And damaged trees, power lines, weak or lightweight structures also could get some damage from this. So this is for most of the central part and northern part and southwestern part of Mexico. When we come down to around Roswell, you got a high wind problem too, but not quite as bad. For the areas around Roswell and the connecting counties around Roswell, you're under a wind advisory in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon to 11 p.m. this evening. This is Mountain Standard Time. Okay? Now, it seems that the winds are going to increase this morning, then peak around sunset before they taper off tonight. And your winds could be southwest to west, 25 to 35, with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And these strong winds this evening could also be accompanied by light snow accumulations and possibly, of course, with that wind, some blowing snow. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to snow. I'm saying you have that chance of some light snow accumulations happening. So, strong crosswinds, they're going to create very difficult traveling, especially if you have like a truck or a van or a high SUV. If you don't have to go out in it, please don't go out in it. Hazardous weather outlooks for portions of northeast Minnesota and northwest Wisconsin. Now, you got a chance of some patchy freezing drizzle late tonight over parts of the Northland and most likely from Brainerd Lakes region to Grand Rapids and Twin Ports and the I-35 corridor. Now, days 2 through 7, Saturday, tomorrow through Thursday, this winter storm that's happening, it could affect and probably will affect the Northland Saturday and Sunday with widespread snow, which is going to make it a mess. Heavy snow is likely from central Minnesota east to the I-35 corridor and the Twin Ports east across much of northern Wisconsin. A winter storm warning and winter storm watch have been posted, and make sure you check your local weather for details. Then you have another storm system that may bring a wintry mix of rain and snow to the Northland Tuesday night through Thursday, and details on storm track and precipitation amounts and types and locations are uncertain at this time. Anyone with travel plans midweek in these areas is encouraged to keep up with what's going on in the area. And for my folks and friends up in upper Michigan, you're going to have heavy wet snow. It's going to spread across the upper Michigan area late tomorrow, Saturday, with a wintry mix possible at times. Specifically, some freezing rain may mix in across the eastern portions of the upper peninsula late overnight tomorrow into early Sunday. Although there still remains some variability in the snow amounts, total snow accumulation Saturday through midday Sunday look generally to be in the 4 to 6 inch range. Regardless of how much ends up falling, though, those planning on traveling during this time period may encounter difficult driving conditions, so please be aware if you're in those areas. Now, checking out severe thunderstorms and things of that sort that may produce tornadoes. Severe thunderstorms are possible, mainly late tonight over parts of eastern Oklahoma, central to northeast Texas, and western Arkansas. You can see right in here, it's slight. It does go up some, though, a little bit. I'll show you in a moment. But there's a chance of a severe weather outbreak anywhere in this line, mostly right down here when it comes to the thunderstorms, the supercells building, and things of that sort. Right now, though, this little brown area, that's a 5% of a tornado. You got a 5% chance of a tornado that could happen in the brown area, 2% in the green area, and that is for this evening and tonight. I still think tomorrow is a greater threat, as I forecast days and days ago, so let's check it out. Now, this is for tomorrow, Saturday. It's very enhanced in this area around Arkansas, a little bit of Tennessee. We have Mississippi's and a large portion, a little bit of Louisiana. Right in here's your greatest chance. I'm going to show you how it boosts right on up now. This is for tomorrow, Saturday. Severe thunderstorms may occur from parts of eastern Oklahoma and Texas into the lower mid-Mississippi valleys, lower Ohio Valley, and the southeast. Now, the best potential for scattered damaging winds and a few tornadoes seem to be across parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi into northern Mississippi and southwestern Texas. And a couple of these tornadoes could be strong, I think. I'm going to show you another map right quick. Right in here, see how it's moved up like for today and tonight? It's just this brown 5% in the other map I showed you for today and tonight. And you can see how it moves up to right in this area. A large portion of Mississippi goes up to 30%. You hardly ever see it like this. Now, I'm not saying anybody's going to have a tornado. You don't know. You have to wait and see. But anybody living in this section that's outlined in brown and especially yellow and for sure the red, I would be on guard. I'd pay attention to my skies. I would check my local weather, and I would be ready at any moment if something happened to get to safety. So, that's the weather today. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate it so very much if you would. Thanks for the comments, the thumbs up. I love each and every one of you. Once again, I will not have a live show today. Something personal came up, but I will try to have one at some point this weekend for everybody. In the meantime, share this information with your friends and family. If you have anyone living in these areas, please make them aware of what might be coming. I'm just telling you, when this warm air hits the cold air, something's going to happen. I hope it's not too severe. I love you so much. Take care of yourselves. I thank you for everything you do for me. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks for watching.